So in today's video, I kind of wanted to make a video where I talked about Makoto Shinkai and his work. And I'm not gonna lie, that nigga knows how to make an anime movie. Like, a lot of these anime movies, bro, some of them are just boring, some of them are just mid, but like, Makoto Shinkai really knows how to make an anime movie. But either way, I'm just saying this because of I've never encountered a bad anime movie, but I've encountered some mid ones, I'm not gonna lie. But most of them are fire, and most of them are from Makoto Shinkai, you know. And also there are anime movies that are fire too, a lot of them, although I will not be talking about them in this video. In this video, we'll be focusing more on Makoto Shinkai, right? So this nigga is the nigga who's responsible for the movies such as Suzume, Your Name, Weathering With You, and 5 centimeters per second, right? So this nigga just doesn't miss, right? So let's start off with the first Makoto Shinkai movie that I've ever watched, up to the last one. So back in around like 2018, 2017, the first Makoto Shinkai movie that I've ever watched was none other than Your Name, right? So that movie was peak, bro. The storytelling in that movie is something that a lot of animes, and I'm talking about series now, a lot of animes cannot even, you know, emulate into their anime. Like, a lot of writers cannot even write something as good as Your Name, you know. And a lot of directors cannot direct something as good as, you know, a Makoto Shinkai movie. I'm just saying this, bro. Please don't come for my head. But anyways, Your Name, the music too. The music was fire. And do you know who made the music? My favorite Japanese band, and that being the Red Wimps, you know. And my favorite songs being Sparkle, of course. And then, yeah, you know, like, everything about Your Name is fucking fire. Your Name gotta be the high, like, my number one anime movie of all time, bro. I do not care what anime movie I'll watch next, but no anime movie can beat a Makoto Shinkai movie out of the top 5 that I have, right? So anyways, or the top 10 that I have. So anyways, moving on to the second anime, and that movie being none other than 5 centimeters per second. When I saw that this was this was one of Makoto Shinkai's movies, I was like, oh, bet, I'm watching this, right? So I started watching 5 centimeters per second. Everything seemed okay, everything was alright. Then we got to the end, right? And when the movie got to the end, I kind of got disappointed because that ending felt like it was, you know, either a cliffhanger or it had no conclusion, basically. So that's what I ran with for all these years, up until I think like a week or two ago, when I found out that 5 centimeters per second is not one movie, but it's 3 movies in one, something like that, bro. So I need to watch the second movie, you know, kind of like a continuation of 5 centimeters per second, and then the third movie, which is the continuation of that continuation. So it's kind of like Persona 3, you know, those Persona 3 movies. If you know them, you know them. If you don't, you don't. It doesn't matter. But anyways, I have no idea who the fuck made the music. I doubt that the Red Wimps even made the music, because let's be honest, bro, the Red Wimps came out back in like 2005 or something, and I doubt that during this time they made any music for 5 centimeters per second. I don't know. If they did, maybe it was fire. I don't know. I don't, like, there's no memorable music from the first movie of 5 centimeters per second. Wow, I'm stuttering, what the fuck. But anyways, let's move on to the third movie. The first Makoto Shinkai movie that I watched back in 2024 was Weathering With You, and let me say, this was a big step up from Your Name, animation wise, bro. The animation is beauty, bro. Chef's kiss, right? So the story, chef's kiss too, kinda rivals Your Name, but doesn't beat Your Name, you know. And then the music is nothing but peak. This movie has one song that I've been addicted to ever since I've heard it, and that song being Grand Escape by Red Wimps again. They featured Toko Miura. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly or if I'm butchering that word. Grand Escape is nothing but a masterpiece of a song, bro. But it doesn't beat the fourth movie's song that I'm going to mention, being Suzume. And bro, I watched this anime I think about a month ago, bro. Peak. I'm not gonna lie, peak at its purest form. Suzume, bro. It's just about this chick, you know, locking doors. I know that sounds odd. Like, yeah, we all lock doors, especially when we're about to beat our meat or something, bro. Story-wise, though, this perfectly rivals Your Name. I'm not saying Your Name beats this movie's storytelling, and I'm not saying this movie's storytelling beats Your Name's storytelling, but I'm just saying, bro, this is nothing but peak. The best song that I've ever heard, and that song being Suzume. Yes, the self-titled song to this movie. That song is peak, bro. Like, Yojiro Noda doesn't even hop onto this track, bro. It's just Toaka. She went crazy, bro. This is fire, bro. Fire music, fire storytelling, fire characters. I feel like a lot of people might favor Suzume, a lot of people might favor Your Name. It's between the two, bro. So me personally, I favor Your Name more than Suzume, but also at any day, at any given moment, I can say I favor Suzume more than Your Name. With that being said, let's just hop on into the ratings. So the first one being Your Name, of course. The second one being Suzume. Then the third one being Weathering With You. The fourth one being, 5 centimeters per second, bro. I still need to finish this. But with that being said, bro, this nigga doesn't miss.